Alright, hey, how are you? Welcome back to Felt Chat. This is gonna be a weird one. I'm recording this like an hour later than I normally do. If you pay attention to my Twitter, which is a place you can follow me for both life updates, stream updates, and various things, I got the second dose of my vaccination today. So, in a few weeks, which is supposedly the amount of time they say it takes to fully come into effect in your system, I will be totally great. Yay! Which is part of the reason why I'm still bothering to do this video. I was thinking about putting it off till tomorrow, but nah, this is exciting. Even if the video comes out late. Also, there was, like, you can't see it at the moment because I just finished it, actually. I think there's an achievement for it, and I'm not going to even show it because it shows off spoilers, I think. There was a new quest today in Genshin, and oh my god, it was depressing, amazing, and great, and I'm scared for my heart for the future of this game. Excuse me, I need to heckin' sneeze one out. You know what? We're gonna leave those in. We're gonna. This is a series that is as real as it gets. We're gonna leave those sneezes in. Okay, I'm using a totally different team comp today, so I'm actually gonna take a minute to go over the full team. I'm using two of the units that I pulled on his banner a crap ton to get a C5 Rosaria. You can see me talk about her in great length in a video I did about her. Technically speaking, I should probably be running double cryo if I'm bringing her, but I'm kind of just bringing her for the friendship XP. She's great though. Lithic Spear is not really getting much use on her right now. I think it's only getting a 5% bonus, but I mean, hey. She's 80 out of 90. Unfortunately, her and Zhao share Shadows of the Warrior. But because I have her constellations, I'm thinking I'm gonna push up each of these only to like quote unquote 10, so level 7. Because I mean like it'll technically be the same thing. Meanwhile, my Zhao's like never getting another constellation again because I'm not that lucky. Okay, builds. Lithic Spear. Four-piece Blizzard Strayer. Here are my substats. They're kind of trash. There they are. Here's Fischl, using Windbloom Ode because I think it's really good on her because of the way that it boosts her electro damage. Thundering Fury. Glad I could probably switch to a 4-piece Thundering Fury because of Electrocharge and Superconducts, but I don't really think she needs the cooldown. Okay, here are her actual things. So here are her artifact substats. You're curious? She needs them to be leveled. Here's Beto, Prototype Archaic, which actually I'm going to swap out for Wilf's Gravestone because she's my only Claymore user in the group, and that'll boost everyone in the party's damage. I've had to show off her talent levels. She's a C6. I think I've shown off her substats before, but she's got some really, really good stuff with lots of energy recharge as secondary stats, which is amazing on Beto, by the way. Having 150% energy recharge is really good on her. Basically, in place of getting an an energy recharge main statted Hourglass, I gave her an attack percent one because I'd been getting so much energy recharge on substats for everything else that she has. Like, this has 16% energy recharge, so she's kind of sitting pretty. And she's doing pretty good on the crit rate to damage. She's in a really good spot right now. I just need to finish leveling her artifacts. Talent levels, C3. Here's Child. He's using Rust because it's really good for him, and I don't have a better weapon because Stringless isn't great on him. Compound Bow, he doesn't do physical. Why would I care? It won't reset its own CD. I don't care about the crits. Might as well increase his normal damage. The 10% nerf to charge ain't great, but whatever. I'm also going a little fast because this is kind of a quote-unquote boring bit. Alright, here are my Child's substats. Pause wherever you want through there. Here's where he's really sitting from his stuff. So he's sitting pretty. I need to upgrade his hat a little more to get that tiny bit of extra crit rate, but he'll basically have that 1 to 2 that you so desire. He's also got a massive amount of hydro damage. Here are his talents. I technically need to level this up one more time, but I don't have any books for him at the moment. But I can go farm those out today, so it's not really a huge deal. Also, I didn't realize it while I was leveling this, but this is only for his bow. So I actually only care about leveling this one up which is hilariously ironic because that means this talent for him is kind of worthless. Also not sure how good he's going to do against himself here or against anybody. I'm not sure how good this team's going to do in general. So we're just kind of vibing it. But yeah, that was the tech talk. That was the excitement talk. And yes, this squad is called the Hydro Homies. Because it's all about triggering Vaporize and Electro. Using Child as a massive applicator. I don't have a healer, do I? Oh well, it'll probably work out. It won't work out. Alright. I forgot that I don't want to run Rosaria in this comp. That's unfortunate for me. How did you resist that by so much? Holy cow. I mean, I'm just gonna... I mean, I have an answer. I just forgot to bring a healer. Rosaria should probably be a different unit in this comp at the moment. Alright, so Child, he's okay against himself. I hadn't yet to do this. He doesn't really seem to be doing terrible damage, but he's not doing great damage. Man, I forgot how much damage Wolf's Gravestone can help your team with as time goes on. Can I skip this? I can't. Okay, there it is. That's what I thought. I was gonna say, there's a way to skip this. This team's actually not doing that bad, considering I wasn't entirely sure how they were gonna work out. I really want to get both of my bursts up. Here we go. Now, we're gonna do how I normally play this comp, which is just use the Hydro damage as applicators for the other elements. So I'm constantly triggering Frozen, and then I'm superconducting it afterwards. Which is pretty good. It's not like the best combo in the world, but it's pretty good. This comp does really well with Jean as a backup as well. Because she just provides really good healing all the time. I'm just gonna sit back and use, oh, ow, his bow for a second. Okay, there's the damage boost, and since I got the damage boost, I'm just gonna kind of go to town with a little bit of electro damage here at the end. That's a party-wide damage boost. Why are you leaving? You're so mean! Why are you summoning a whale? Man, this music's really intense. I always kill him so fast with Xiao, I forget about the music. Honestly, squad's not half bad. I feel like Child himself isn't actually great against this boss, but outside of that, it wasn't bad. I think that's what I need. I think that's what I need, straight up. I think I just got 2 of what I need. Oh my god, and I got a crit rate, crit damage hat. If I ever want to run a Wanderer's troop set, that's amazing. Yeah, how are y'all doing watching this video? I don't really have much of a conversation topic this time around. Let me check and see if that's what I needed. I think it was. Oh my god, it was. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. That's so nice for me. We're gonna go kill Boreas next here, so we have a second to chat while we walk. Hope you're doing well, person watching this video. Hope you're having an amazing Monday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever day of the week it is while you're watching this. Also, Rosaria is actually kind of useless against the wolf, I'm now realizing, because I'm pretty sure he's immune to cryo. I'm just gonna bring Bennett. He's already maxed in Friendship XP, but that's kind of not a big deal. I need to like get 8 more characters to max Friendship before I get the next set of free primos, which is relatively unfortunate. But I'm not really stressing it. Yeah, I'm concerned about the side effects of the flu-like symptoms that people talk about when it comes to a second dose, but that's about my only concern at the moment. I'm just excited to finally gotten like both doses and it being done and there being no problems as far as receiving them. That's put me in kind of a good mood, so even if I don't have much to talk about, that's kind of going on and making me happy. It's real nice. And honestly, the freaking story mission today, where we finally got more main story. I think that's the most exciting part. It makes me really excited for where this game's main storyline is going, even if it's a little slow to get there. I think they're really working hard on their slow burn, and I think they're doing a really good job with it, honestly. Like, just in general, I think they're just doing a really good job with their slow burn with this game. I think they could easily just have cranked out essentially a AAA game that instantly had a massive, expansive storyline that spanned a like 40-hour campaign where you played as these characters and leveled them up. But one, that doesn't make as much money as a gacha game, and you can't deny that they like making their money. Looking at you, Honkai, as well as in this game, with how much money they make. But also, I feel like this is almost a... The way that they tell it in Genshin feels good, as opposed to the way that other games have been telling it for me lately. It feels like the story is going somewhere with you, the player, the whole time, the whole way through. It feels like everything's actually happening, if that makes sense. Give me more electro particles, please. More electro particles. I need a lot of these. I'm gonna just... Oh, well that hurt. Can I please get more particles for my Bennett? I just want to cast my burst. Here we go. Okay. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to see how much damage he could do as my current main DPS. Honestly, that's not terrible. This is probably better than the physical damage Zhao would have been doing right about now. Honestly, it wasn't bad, considering he's level 60 without finished artifacts and a weapon that's level 70. Honestly, I think Tartaglia/Child has been one of my favorite characters in this game to play with lately. His playstyle is, chef's kiss. He has 2 forms, and they're both really fun. And really entertaining for me as a player. I love having a person who just has a bow. He, honest to God, might become one of my new main characters that I bring along with me all the time. Just because it's nice to have someone who is a bow user and can do bow user things like stun certain enemies, while also, technically speaking, being a melee character. Hit me. Ow! Alright, should have my thing applied, so I should be able to remove it for D's. I didn't crit, that's unfortunate. I just like his only downside for me is his downtime, but having a character like Beidou in the party makes it really easy to manage his downtime. Someone who's a great off DPS who has majorly good support potential. These two together, I think, are just an incredible comp. I obviously need to level his weapon up a bit to make him deal more damage, but I've kind of run into a problem of running out of mats. To like, not like ascending mats, but more of just like... It's like, that's not like I need 1 more, and those are up today, right? But it's mostly a problem of not having the, where are those stored under here? Those under here or those under here? I think they're under the other weapon thing, but yeah, like I have 100 of these left, and it's getting to be a really high level item, and those get really expensive, and a 2 for 1, that ain't bad. I still wish I'd been getting like a weapon. That's a kind of a terrible flower. What do you use to level your talents at higher levels? God, I wish I knew. I really wish I knew. Okay, I do believe that one of those is for Ningguang though, and that's kind of okay by me. Because even if I'm not using her at the moment, I love her as a character. She's super fun to play with, especially now that I got her build to be a little better. I definitely have the problem of wanting to just use everybody. Use them all, use all the units. Also going to very quickly farm out some energy here to go in with full bursts to the Dvalin fight. Mostly just because why not. Okay, your burst is full. I'll farm out yours a little bit. Okay, everyone's got their full bursts. Nice. Yeah, like, there's not really much for me to talk about this video. This is mostly just a... Started out as a general life update in the first little bit, and the rest is just kind of me chatting about Genshin, because I still really, really enjoy this game. It's still one of my favorite games to play, by far. I can't wait to see what they're doing with the story. I can't wait to see more characters. Honestly, I think the thing that's exciting me the most right now might be getting a new element for the main character. I mean, like, first of all, mine's 80 out of 90 in their final ascension, so whenever they do get a new thing, I'll be able to upgrade their stuff instantly. They always give you a max C6 version of them. I have a ton of swords that I can use with them, like I can just use Festering Desire. I have a black sword, Prototype Rancor, if physical's good, Favonius if you want the energy recharge. I got a flute for raw damage. Iron Sting here. Hell, I even have a Lion's Roar if they get fire or thunder next, so like... I have so many swords for them to use if they end up being good with the next element they get. I'm just really excited for that too. It's kind of a weird one. This episode, I mean. But there's nothing wrong with that. These don't always have to be super serious when we talk about what's wrong with the world lately. These can just be kind of life update videos. And like, oh, I'm excited because I got heckin' vaccinated. Very excited. And oh, look at these cool new thing that came out in Genshin. I'm excited about that. And oh, look at these cool new units I'm using in Genshin. I'm excited about them. The only thing I'm not excited about is, considering how much I'm liking Tartaglia / Child, I'm not excited to have to farm the water boss to get him upgrade stuff. Especially because I also got Mona, and Mona's really heckin' good. Ah, run away! Okay, cool, that's nice. Let's see how much damage we can do. I don't know if I'll one-phase him or not, but we'll find out. Probably not from the look of this, but I'll still do a lot of damage. I forgot to pop Fischl's bird. Oh, that means I lost out on my... Oh, well, definitely not one-phasing now. If I popped Fischl's bird for more Electro procs, that might have actually worked out, though. I mean, half damage, considering my main DPS is a level 60. I'm not using Beidou as a main DPS, she's a support. Ironically enough, I think the Wolf's Gravestone is an amazing support weapon. Of course, it only works if you're fighting massive piles of mobs, as a support weapon, I mean. Because against bosses, it's not actually great, because by the time you get them down to 35% HP, their fight's kind of already over at that point. You're just kind of hitting up one last or two last bursts to finish them off, but still cool. Still cool. Also, I'm not gonna lie, with some of the setup they had for this latest story thing, it kind of felt like they were gonna add another, like, world boss for us to fight that cost 60 resin and gave us some cool stuff. At the moment, it does not seem like they did, but that could change. Oh, I accidentally activated his daggers, that's unfortunate. I mean, I could be wrong. It could be coming in, like, the next couple of, minutes. Hell if I know. God, that's a lot of damage. I don't think I'm gonna get Bennett's burst here. That's unfortunate. Ah! I don't think I'm gonna kill him here because of this. All I got is a little bit of electro charge damage. And Child's good, but I don't know if mine's that. That's unfortunate. I almost had him. Hopefully they do add another world boss like this in the future. That'd be really fun for me. I don't know if my child died there or not. Oh no, he's still alive. We're good. Okay, so this should be like the biggest boosts of damage ever. Tiny little tickle. I have tons of these at the moment. Just go ahead and use one. I'll probably end up using a couple of those today to farm out a little bit extra stuff from my teams. Is that for the regular sword? Oh, let's go. That kind of sucks. I think Devolin saw it. I think Plume is for Diluc, so that's pretty good. I'm really excited about the sword, though. Let's go craft something. I could buff up my prototype Rancor. I'm so excited. I actually got a weapon! I think swords and great swords are by far two of the better weapons to be getting from bosses, because prototype Rancor will just always be a good, solid weapon to use no matter the character, IMO. And the same can go for the prototype Animus. Or did they change its name again? Alright, it's the prototype Archaic. It used to be called the Animus. Regardless, the prototype weapons are really good. Did we get a new prototype weapon with, No, we still only have the two. Iron Sting is also pretty good. I don't mind it. But I think Rancor's passive going up in terms of, everything will be the best. Because it has a really strong passive with that attack and defense stacking. If you don't have a 4-star, this thing... I mean, sorry, if you don't have a 5-star, this thing is a really good option. For just about any sword character that you want to be on the field a bunch dealing DPS, who doesn't need energy recharge. Because like someone like Kaya, for example, they have a really quick charging burst, so they don't really need the energy recharge. But I mean, like, since it's max 4 stacks, that's actually technically a 4% increase there. Because it went from 4% per stack to 5% per stack. So you're getting 1% extra on each stack. Actually another 4%, so it went from 16 to 20% total for your attack and defense, so that's really nice. So every once in a while I kind of regret spending a few of my swords into Iron Stings, but at the same time, I have so many sword users at this point that, like, it's honestly not a bad thing to have. It's really good for elemental sword users. Meanwhile, the prototype Rancor is really solid for just, you want to sit on the field and attack with them. This is really good for people you pop out, throw out an elemental skill, and then throw your burst out. Because if you deal elemental damage, you increase all damage. So in other words, if you throw out your normal skill, like example is Bennett, you throw out that, you hit someone, and then you pop your burst will do more damage. And it's not the best example, think more of Jinkyu maybe. And either way, it increases all damage, so it'll be really good for whoever is staying out in the field with it. But that's enough rambling from me. This has been another episode of Felt Chat where I talk about random things and try out various units and be excited about little things in life, like being vaccinated. I'm not going to stop being excited about that for like the next month and a half. Until it's like formally good, if that makes sense. Because supposedly you have to wait a few weeks for it to be completely in your system the way it's supposed to be. But regardless, thanks for hanging out and watching. Y'all are fantastic for watching these giant rambly nonsenses. Thanks for hanging out and watching. I hope to catch y'all in the next one. Bye-bye now.